I want to go to Disneyland.
Yeah, this is part of the reason we're doing this video is because we really want to go to Disneyland and we can't right now. Hi everyone!
Hello!
So, we wanted to do a silly little video on how we pack for Disneyland and maybe some of our tips and
tricks.
Tips and tricks. Maybe some of our tips and tricks can help you with your next Disneyland trip. So you want to choose a bag. We are Disney fanatics. We have our own little Disney themed bags. So this is my first one. It's reversible. Got the clue on the inside. Now this is one of the ones I used a while ago. That still has some pins, but not very many. This is one of my more recent ones. Yeah, you kind of know who I like, obviously. But this is the one I would pick for my next Disneyland trip. So this is the one I'm going to show you.
And of course, plan accordingly. Like if you know that you're just going to spend like 3 days in the park or maybe an entire week, you want to have a bag that's big enough for all of your tchotchkes and necessities. But
this is just the stuff that we pack.
Yeah, this is my go-to bag.
This is my go-to bag. My new go-to bag. It's like a mix of the other two. I think it's important that you take a water bottle. Of course, this one's resealable. You can't have an open water bottle. They have lots of drinking fountains. You can refill your water bottle so you don't have to continue buying Coca-Cola in the park. The first thing that we are going to pack in our bag today is a book. Now this book has lots of little insights in case you have a long waiting time, so you can read up on the ride that you are going on. I really like this book. It's good times. It's fun facts. There's lots of different books out there like this. I have 2. This is just one of them. So, and plus it's small and compact, and you can put it in your bag.
And you can get that book at the Disney store.
Or at the park too. Now, we got these guys at the Disney Store outlet, which I really like because we only spent like $2 on them, and originally they were like $5 or $6. What they are is a little Ziploc bag for your devices, so you can put your cell phone in here and not worry about it getting wet on Splash Mountain or whatever other
Grizzly Rapid Run.
Wet and wild rides that you want to go on.
Yes, Granite is just like, that's just silly, why don't you just use a Ziploc bag?
Which works just as well too.
Yeah.
You need comfortable shoes. Comfortable shoes can make all the difference in your day. Plain and simple. Now if you go on a ride like Splash Mountain and you get your socks wet, or if you're just walking around and it's a really hot day and your socks get wet, the friction between the water and your feet rubbing is what causes blisters. So what you want to do, you're oblivious. So what you want to do is you want to take an extra pair of socks and you want to put those socks in the Ziploc bag. That way, if you get wet socks and you can take off your old socks, put your old nasty socks in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't make anything in your bag gross. And you put on your clean socks and
you have happy feet.
You have happy feet. Your feet won't be cold and shivering later on, and you won't get blisters. It's a very important thing. And then you want to make sure at the beginning of your day you start with sunblock and then you pack it. I really like this sunblock. It's by Hemp. Unfortunately, I can't find it anywhere else, so this might be the last of it. So I need to look online and see if I can find more of this. Because it doesn't feel like a sunblock, it feels like more of a lotion, and I like that. I don't like sunblocky grossiness. Make sure you take that with you, it's very important.
So you don't get burnt.
And then chapstick, so your lips don't get chapped.
We really like the Bliss Tech. It leaves your lips nice and moist
This deck.
And it has an SPH of, I believe, 30.
So that goes with the sunblock theme. Sunglasses are very important too, depending on the person. For me, pasty white boy, sunglasses are very good. Otherwise, my eyes will get sunburnt, and that's not fun. It's not good. And then the next thing is some spray, some body spray.
So on those hot and summer days, or when things aren't working out for you, you can, if you're in line or if you're out in the park and you know, want to just spray yourself. You've been there since open and it's now like 8 in the evening. You kind of want to refreshen up and make those people around you happy.
Go ahead.
All right. So if you are a pin trader or a Vinylmation trader, you'd want to make sure to bring along, if you're not wearing your lanyard for that day, to make sure to have some sort of trading reference. This one you can just clip on to your pants or to your belt, and it's visible at all times. It's not wearing you down.
And then that way too, if you are trading, there's some little kids that usually are trading, and they can come up and ask you if they can trade with you. That's part of the experience. There's been several times where we've traded with little kids, and it just makes their day. It's so much fun. I love that. And the pins are fun because if you have one specific character that you really like, then I would recommend going on eBay. Make sure you're getting them from a good person, because there's lots of fake pins out there. I know, weird, right? Fake pins, go figure. And you can buy a lot of pins, just like a lot of 25 or whatnot, and then you can take those into the park and you can start trading for the character that you want. I've gotten several Maleficent pins that way that I've been looking for, just like silly little ones that I didn't want to buy on the internet. So, and then I think that's a lot of fun for little kids too. If you are on a budget, it's good to go on eBay, buy some cheap pins, or go to the Disney store outlet, and they might have pins there, and you have to keep up on that. It's a very rare thing to happen at the Disney store outlet. But you could also buy Vinylmations there too, and you can take those and trade them in the park. And you can, cast members that have lanyards or little square, what John showed you, you can go right up to them and ask them to trade, and they will say yes, because those pins are technically not the cast members' pins, they are Mickey Mouse's pins. And you can trade with Mickey Mouse.
All the time.
All the time. Now, if you're trading with someone that is not a cast member, of course they can say no, so just be forewarned, not everyone says yes. And there's a lot of trading videos out there. I'd recommend looking at some of the trading videos on YouTube, because that's just like some of it. There's some professionals, like hardcore pin traders, and we really don't mess with those pin traders because they're like hardcore about it. We just trade with cast members, and if a little kid will ask us to trade, then we'll pretty much give them whatever they want, unless they want a Maleficent pin or an Alice in Wonderland pin. We won't trade those. But okay. And hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is very important. You want to make sure you have your hand sanitizer. Disneyland is extremely clean. But people are dirty. And they be touching stuff all the time. So it's nice to have a little hand sanitizer. Make sure you take a couple depending on how long you're staying at the park.
And we like to get these at Bath & Body Works because they can also come with these little things. Not really sure. And you know, they're fairly cheap. Go when they have like specials, because that's the best kind.
And it's never fun to go to Disneyland and get sick.
I think that's it. So if there's something that we miss, or if you just wanna...
If you have any tidbits about what you take to Disneyland, post it below.
Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out more videos that we'll be posting later in life.
Who knows? We're not very avid posters, so Disney on. Okay. Bye.
Bye.